Imagine you're strolling along a moonlit beach, and suddenly, you hear the distant sound of drums echoing through the air. Chilling stories of a mysterious tribe flash through your mind. The modern world may have advanced, but there are still many tribes that preserve an eerie, secretive, and sometimes spine-tingling way of life. Do you dare to face them? Follow Eagle Discovery to uncover the scariest tribes you would never want to encounter in your life. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you won't miss out on more terrifying stories and exciting explorations. And now, let's begin our journey with the first tribe. The Night Marchers. Picture yourself strolling along a Hawaiian beach under the mystical glow of a moonlit sky. The soft sea breeze brushes against your skin, carrying with it the familiar scent of salt and coconut trees. The tranquility is almost overwhelming. You can even hear the gentle sounds of waves lapping at the shore. But then, out of nowhere, a sound echoes from the distance. It's not the happy rhythm of hula music or the calming strums of a ukulele. Instead, it is the deep, rhythmic thud of drums, beating like a heartbeat. Suddenly, the once peaceful environment changes. The sky darkens, and a chill races down your spine. You've just stepped into one of Hawaii's most terrifying legends, the Night Marchers. These are not your typical dancers, but rather a ghostly army of warrior spirits who once served Hawaii's powerful kings and chiefs in life. As night falls, they rise from the past, marching through sacred lands and reenacting ancient battles. Night Marchers are no ordinary spirits. They often carry flaming torches and chant ancient Hawaiian songs as they move forward, their feet never touching the ground. Their eerie processions always have a purpose, whether it's to escort the newly departed to the afterlife or to continue fighting in never-ending battles. Some say they are still searching for new warriors to join them, while others believe they return to seek vengeance for unresolved wrongs. Regardless of their purpose, one thing remains certain: never interfere. If by chance you come across this ghostly parade at night, don't even think about running. There's no place far enough to escape. The best advice you'll hear is to play dead. Yes, lie flat on the ground, stay still, avoid breathing heavily, and under no circumstances should you make eye contact. Even a single glance, one fleeting moment of locking eyes with a night marcher, could seal your fate. It is said that if you make eye contact, they will claim your soul, and no force on earth can save you from that grim end. Adding to the mystery, Hawaiians believe that faint footprints left by the night marchers are sometimes discovered in the morning, despite the notion that they hover above the ground. Those lucky enough to survive an encounter describe hearing distant drums, spotting glowing torches in the hills, and immediately bowing their heads to avoid looking up. Others have reported sensing a shift in the atmosphere, where the air becomes heavier and colder, as if time itself is being pulled back into the distant past. The Moen Tribe. The Moen Tribe may not be known for fearsome tales, but don't be deceived. Don't simply think of them as a peaceful group of fisherfolk living in perfect harmony with nature. They share such an intimate connection with the sea and possess such remarkable diving skills that it seems like they belong in a comic book or a science fiction movie. Be cautious. You might find yourself outclassed by them in any swimming or diving contest, and even the Seamaster Aquaman himself might be humbled by their aquatic abilities. The Moen people call the Mergui Archipelago their home, a place that doesn't often make it into most travel brochures. Only if you zoom into Google Maps as far as it will allow, might you locate this chain of more than 800 beautiful islands, with their vast coastlines and lush green hills hiding their greatest treasures beneath the waves. The Moen can dive deep into the water, see clearly without the need for goggles, and hold their breath far longer than even professional athletes. These abilities have left scientists both amazed and confused about how these people have developed such impressive skills without modern technology. However, don't assume that these impressive abilities mean the Moen are eager to guide you through their islands. The tribe lives a nomadic lifestyle, continuously moving from island to island in search of food and fresh water. They are not easy to approach, and if you wander into their territory, they might even steer clear of you. Although some of the younger generation have started to embrace certain aspects of modern life, such as sending children to school or selling goods at local markets, most Moken people remain deeply committed to their traditional ways. They rely on the sea to gather natural resources and catch fish, as it is not just their source of sustenance, but also their home, a spiritual and cultural domain that has sustained them for thousands of years. Yet, life for the Moken is far from the romanticized scenes you might expect from movies like Robinson Crusoe or Castaway. They face countless challenges brought by the modern world. Changing land ownership laws threaten their waters due to commercial exploitation, and the growth of tourism and declining population from migration present additional hurdles. Imagine that one day you are as good a swimmer and diver as they are, and the next day, the sea you called. The Kuo Tribe. Next, we venture deep into the heart of the Amazon rainforest, into a region few outsiders have managed to access. This is the territory of the enigmatic Kuo Tribe, one of the last indigenous groups to maintain their traditional hunter-gatherer lifestyle while purposely avoiding any contact with the modern world. Their isolation is not only a matter of choice, but also the result of a violent and painful history. Today, the Kuo people continue to live a wild, untamed existence, grounded in hunting, gathering, and fishing from jungle streams. They subsist by catching animals in the forest, collecting wild fruits, and retreating to temporary camps during the dry season to fish. Once the rains come, they retreat deeper into the forest, avoiding not only outsiders, but even nearby indigenous communities. However, something remarkable happened in 2013. Some Kuo Tribe members emerged from their isolation to seek food from nearby villages. This was the first interaction with the outside world in many years, signaling that their traditional way of life might be facing internal struggles. The request for food suggests the Kuo could be experiencing shortages, potentially due to climate change or dwindling natural resources. This event raised concerns about whether the tribe could continue its isolated existence. The Kuo tribe is especially vulnerable to modern diseases, as they lack immunity to even common illnesses. In response, the Peruvian government has implemented a strict no-contact policy, intended to protect the Kuo people both from cultural disruptions and from diseases that could prove fatal to them after even the slightest exposure. The Aureo Tribe. The Aureo Tribe's tragic story is both heart-wrenching and eye-opening. Once part of a thriving community in the Amazon rainforest, today, only 3 members of the Aureo Tribe remain, representing the last survivors of their people. This is a poignant reminder of the devastating impact that deforestation and agricultural expansion have on indigenous communities. The Aureo people once lived in harmony with their natural environment, practicing hunting, gathering, and small-scale agriculture. Their simple yet cozy thatched houses were nestled in the forest, and their culture was deeply rooted in a spiritual connection to the natural world. But now, as their territory shrinks under the pressure of cattle ranching and farming, the Aureo tribe faces the threat of extinction. Despite this, the last surviving members continue to uphold their ancestral customs. They still craft wooden flutes for ceremonial dances and religious rituals, and they use red dye from the Aureo tree to paint their bodies, symbolizing strength and protection from their ancestors. Incredibly, they have even adapted to resource scarcity by making plastic necklaces from discarded pesticide containers to use in their festivals. Although reduced to just 3 members, the Aureo tribe refuses to give in to fate. They fight to preserve their cultural identity and maintain their way of life in the face of external pressures. Each day represents a struggle for survival as they try to maintain their unique heritage in a world that seems intent on erasing it. The Aureo Tribe. From the lush rainforests, we move to the freezing mountains of Mongolia, home to the Khazak Tribe. Known for their fascinating choice of pets, the Khazaks do not raise typical animals like dogs or cats. Instead, they have forged a unique bond with golden eagles, training these majestic birds to assist in hunting. Khazak men have practiced eagle hunting for generations, using these powerful birds not just for food, but also as a demonstration of skill and unity with nature. This ancient tradition is much more than a pastime. It is essential for survival in the harsh conditions of the Altai Mountains. Each winter, as snow blankets the landscape, Khazak hunters take to horseback, riding through the frigid terrain with their golden eagles perched beside them. The sight of these hunters, dressed in furs with an eagle on their arm, is both striking and awe-inspiring. Trained from a young age, the eagles are released into the sky, where they use their exceptional skills to catch prey like foxes and rabbits with unmatched precision. It's a hunting tradition that not only keeps the tribe fed, but also showcases their deep connection to the natural world. The art of training eagles is passed down through generations, requiring both patience and a unique bond between hunter and bird. Young hunters are taught how to build this relationship, transforming the eagle into a trusted companion rather than just a hunting tool. After several years of partnership, the eagles are released back into the wild, in line with the Khazak people's respect for nature and the freedom of animals. For wildlife lovers, a visit to Mongolia's Altai Mountains to witness this ancient practice is a must. You'll not only learn about the Kazakhs' hunting techniques, but also gain an understanding of their cultural heritage, passed down through centuries of eagle hunting. The Mashiro Tribe. Deep within the untouched jungles of Peru, near the Brazilian border, lives the Mashiro Tribe, who have remained isolated from the modern world for over 600 years. Also known as the Machiguenga, or Cuchareno people, this tribe has chosen to maintain a traditional way of life, relying on hunting, gathering, and warrior skills, while steering clear of any contact with outsiders. The Mashiro Tribe has developed a self-sufficient lifestyle over the centuries, entirely independent from the conveniences of modern technology. They hunt for animals, gather fruits, and live in simple thatched houses, finding all they need from the forest that surrounds them. To them, nature is not just a source of food, it's sacred. But as the years have gone by, their isolation has begun to crack. Natural resources are becoming harder to find as nearby settlements expand and the effects of climate change take their toll. The tribe is sometimes forced to seek additional resources to survive, leading to occasional, and often violent, encounters with the outside world. One of the most tragic incidents involved the death of a 20-year-old man named Leonardo Perez, who was killed by the Mashiro while attempting to approach them. Though this event caused public outcry, it wasn't the first time the tribe had defended itself against outsiders. These encounters only heightened tensions between the Mashiro and neighboring communities. The Skeleton Tribe. High in the mountains of Papua New Guinea lives a mysterious tribe that is unlike any other you've heard of, the Skeleton Tribe. This tribe doesn't just look different. They possess a genetic anomaly that has baffled scientists for years. This gene seems to be entirely unique to them, leading some researchers to speculate that the Skeleton Tribe could represent a separate branch of human evolution. The most striking aspect of this tribe is their skeletal appearance. Somehow their bodies seem to resemble human skeletons, with bones appearing to protrude from their skin. But even more unnerving are their glowing eyes, an eerie feature no costume or special effects could replicate. For those fascinated by the unexplained, the Skeleton Tribe offers a glimpse into one of humanity's greatest mysteries. However, they are not known to be friendly, so it's best to keep your distance. The Dolla Tribe. In a hidden corner of the Amazon basin, the Dolla Tribe has managed to preserve their ancient traditions of hunting. With only around 150 members, they live in isolation, avoiding contact with the modern world as much as possible. Although a few tribe members have occasionally ventured out to approach nearby settlements, the majority remain committed to their secluded lifestyle. The Dolla people use wooden sticks and poison-tipped darts as weapons, though they have also been known to acquire modern tools from conflicts with other tribes. Much of their daily routine involves hunting and gathering, and they reside in communal houses called malokas, working about 5 hours a day. Unfortunately, malaria remains a significant threat and is the leading cause of death among the tribe. Despite these challenges, the Dolla Tribe continues to uphold their traditional way of life, holding on to their cultural identity amid increasing external pressures. The Assaro Tribe. In Papua New Guinea, the Assaro Tribe has developed a truly unique way of defending themselves by using mud and fear rather than weapons or violence. Unlike many other tribes, the Assaro do not rely on heavy weaponry or complex battle strategies. Instead, they terrify their enemies with mud-covered bodies and eerie masks. Imagine being an enemy advancing into Assaro territory at night, only to be confronted by ghost-like figures draped in mud, wearing horrifying masks with wide, staring eyes. Your instinct would be to run, and that's exactly what many invaders have done for centuries, believing they were facing evil spirits. Without engaging in direct combat, the Assaro have managed to scare off their enemies time and time again. The masks, which are true works of art, are handcrafted with intricate details such as sharp fangs, large eyes, and other fearsome features. More than just battle tools, they are also used in traditional performances and cultural ceremonies, helping the Assaro people maintain their connection to their ancestors and pass down their cultural heritage to future generations. The Bak Tribe. On Palawan Island in the Philippines, the Bak Tribe has managed to retain its traditional lifestyle while slowly integrating with modern society. With dark skin and tightly curled hair, the Bak people have a distinct appearance, but what sets them apart even more is their way of life. Although they maintain practices such as hunting, gathering, and slash-and-burn farming, they also engage in trade with coastal communities and even participate in tourism to supplement their income. Unlike many isolated tribes, the Bak are open to outsiders and have even been known to assist other communities with harvesting and weeding. Some Bak men have ventured into the tourism industry, guiding tours and selling handicrafts. Despite their increasing interaction with the modern world, the Bak have managed to hold on to their cultural identity and ancient traditions. The Sentinel Tribe. We conclude our journey with one of the most mysterious and isolated tribes on the planet, the Sentinelese. Living on North Sentinel Island in the Andaman and Nicobar Islands, India, the Sentinelese are fiercely resistant to any attempts at contact from the outside world. If there is one tribe you truly do not want to meet, it's this one. All attempts to make contact with the Sentinelese have been met with hostility. In 1974, a National Geographic team tried to film them, but was attacked with arrows. In 2004, an Indian aircraft checking for damage after a tsunami was also fired upon. These events only fueled the world's curiosity about the tribe. In 2018, American missionary John Allen Chau attempted to reach the Sentinelese to spread Christianity, but he tragically lost his life. This incident sparked controversy over the need to protect isolated tribes from modern interference, as contact with outsiders could expose them to diseases to which they have no immunity. The Sentinelese have survived for thousands of years, living by hunting and gathering without relying on technology or outside assistance. North Sentinel Island remains one of the few places in the world that is entirely off-limits to humans. The tribe's ability to resist contact is a testament to the resilience and strength of indigenous communities. And so, our journey through the most fearsome, strange, and mysterious tribes comes to an end. Each tribe has its own story, culture, and traditions that the modern world may never fully comprehend. Whether it's the eagle hunters or the spirit guardians, these tales not only send chills down our spines, but also remind us of the importance of cultural heritage. Which tribe left the biggest impression on you? Share your thoughts in the comments.